Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up?
I'm Sam.
Isaac.
This is Drop Motorsports. Go, 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 go! What's up, guys? So, we're just putting the wheel back on. This truck came in here. Mitch had me drive it, our shop owner guy that we leased from. Yeah, landlord. Nice one. But he told me to drive this truck, and when you're driving straight and you let your hands off the wheel, it's straight. You hit the brakes, it goes straight. Everything's fine. Right when you're about to a stop, hitting the brakes, like when you're going like 2 miles an hour, the last bit when you're braking, the wheel turns to the left and it kind of dips to the left. We jacked it up, we looked at everything. I can't find anything wrong with it. Isaac wants to drive it quick. I don't know what it is, so if you guys know what it is, comment. It might be too late, but let me know. So, a guy from my class told me his hanger broke off of his exhaust. So, he brought it to class today. All I gotta do is line up these welds, tack it on, and weld it back together. Should be easy enough. I'm gonna set the welder up and get to it. Alright, I'm gonna run a test first. Make sure the welder's acting right before I start messing with this muffler. That's right on for what we're looking for, alright. They look pretty decent here. Not my best welds, but functional. So yeah, I'm just gonna let that cool down for a while. These aren't too hot. No, they're fine. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna let it cool down for a while, and then I'm gonna spray some clear coat on it. Good to go. Alright, so I got my buddy Chris's, I don't know what it is, 98 or something, Mazda 626 in here. And his valve covers were leaking really bad. This is the worst intake I've ever taken off of anything. I hate V6 intakes. Wrapped all around the back over this whole thing. It was all connected, all goofy, but it took me a little while, but I got it done. So I got this one done. You can see the new hardware. I'm just about to take this one off. Clean all the stuff off of it. I got new gaskets, so put that on, and then I got new intake gaskets too. So I'll throw those on and then start putting it back together. Alright, I got both valve covers done. And new gaskets for the intake are on. So I'm just gonna clean up the surface on the intake and throw that back on. Hopefully it goes back on a little easier than it came off. What's up, guys? I got my buddy Johnny's Saab. It's a 08 Saab 9.3. It's a pretty cool little car. It's nice and clean. He wants me to do the brakes, so we got all the brakes stuff sitting right over here. I just started taking it apart. Pretty easy, normal, just rotors and pad brake job, so that should be done pretty quick. Alright guys, it's about a week later. We got the Saab back in here. I only did the front brakes because everything's weird. It's all reverse torques. And I could not get on... Where is it? This bolt right back here. That reverse torque bolt. So I had to weld up a wrench, weld a socket into a wrench and cut the back off. And it just perfectly gets in there. Enough to turn it. So I can finally finish the back wheels on this brake job. Little redneck ingenuity there. Alright, the sob is done, the wrench worked. It's going on a little test drive right now. What up? Today I am doing the radio, so I pretty much just pried underneath here and pulled, and this whole thing was just held on by some clips that I didn't break any of magically. So I can take out the stock radio. I mean, it's a decent radio, it's an '08 car, but I got this flip up Pioneer. So I decided I might as well use it. I took it out of a car I sold, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna run a remote wire and RCAs because I'm gonna put some subs in here because I got a couple systems sitting in the house. So for right now, I'm just gonna unbolt these, bolt this one up, see where we're at. All right, so I got my remote wire and my RCAs routed. Got them coming out right down there in the shotgun floor. Ignore the rear subframe. So now I'm just wiring my RCA together. I gotta get one of these, a bigger twist cap. A lot of people hate them. I don't know, they work so well for me. They're so easy. You don't have to cut everything and redo everything if you put it in a different car. So twist them on, twist them off. I've never had one fail, it's just a personal thing. So I'm just gonna hook my RCAs up and put a twist cap on that wire right there, and I'll be back to bolting everything back together. Alright, whenever you're doing car audio, before you get everything bolted in, once you get it wired up, I'll take you for the first startup. Oh, and it works. Nice. I'll just check to make sure the speakers work, and then I'll bolt everything up and put the dash back on. So, what's up, guys? So we got two cars in here. I just dropped them both off. This one, it's when you start it, it makes the worst noise, and it's just metal shavings raining around over here. So we don't know which pulley it is, or the alternator's eating itself, or a bearing going on a pulley. I'm not sure what it is. So Isaac's working on that one. Then this one right here has a, can't see nothing, evap code. So I'm looking for the charcoal box or whatever it's called on this. And I think it's somewhere on the back of the motor here, but I haven't found it yet. So I'm just looking for all the evap stuff on this car and see if I can see if the line's unhooked or something's not plugged in or something like that. Alright, so we got the van figured out. It was the alternator. I don't know if I said that, but the alternator was slanging shrapnel everywhere under the hood, so we got him a quote for that and a new belt. Moved the car to right here. Still trying to figure out the evap for that. It's kind of a weird system. Now we got Carl's car back in here. We're switching the springs over to the new struts that he got. For like the third time we've messed with his suspension. So, all signs point to the evap canister, which is back in there underneath the car. You won't be able to see it, but I'm going to give him a quote on it and see if he wants me to do it, because I'm not for sure if that's what it is. We'll see if it's cheap enough. We can just do it anyways, but for now, that's just going to go back on the ground. He needs it for work on Monday, so if he wants me to do it, we'll order the part and we'll get it going. Okay, so we got to put the spring on this strut onto here, put this one on there, and we got to take the spring off of this one, or we just take the spring and put it on there, and this one we're taking the spring and putting it on this one and putting this strut back in.
Don't get confused now.
Say something.
Don't get confused.
Say something else. Like we just did. Alright, so we got it figured out. We got both sides on. She's on the ground rolling, looking good, nice and even. And the springs were different. They were lowering springs. They look the same when they're clamped on the strut. When you take them off, the stock springs are another couple inches taller.
We ran out of gas with the blowtorch, so we got a creme brulee torch and a lighter.
This thing is seized.
Real bad.
Let's try it. Hit it with the wrench. Oh my god, dude. Ease up a little. What up? So, got my girl's car in here, and the exhaust broke right here, so I cut it and welded it all together, and then I put this little brace on it and welded that on both sides just to kind of hold it together in case all the welds break. It broke once, so figured I might as well take the 5 minutes to brace it while I got it up, and then we're going to be doing the rear drums on this PT Loser here. America. Alright, fam. So we got we got new brakes on both sides, got them bled. Just popped the tire on this side, gonna get it off the jack stands, and we're gonna take it on a test drive. And head to the bar. And if you don't see me again, everything worked out. Hey, what's up? So we got Tristan's, what is it, 2015? 2014 Fiesta S Cheese. It's pretty nice, a little cool little car. So we did a muffler delete, so we're gonna replace it with this straight pipe right here. It still has a cat and a resonator, so it's not too loud at all, even without this. I'm welding up, this is a weird little piece, so I'm welding up all the little holes in it, whatever. He's setting it up right now. We're gonna get it all set up, tack it all together. We're gonna pull it back off so I can weld it up nice, and then we'll put it back on. I'll show you what we're doing. Alright, so I got it welded up. They're not the best welds ever, but they're definitely functional. And we just got a clamp for this side that's on the car, so we're gonna clamp it up, and then we're gonna have to pretty much space up where a hanger's gonna go up here and weld that up while it's on the car. So this is it for welding outside the car, and we're gonna hang it up right now. Alright, so we got it all welded up, everything's good. It's sitting just where he wanted it. His big fat muffler, I don't know where it is gone. Straight piped right there. We're gonna get the first start up in a minute here. Fiesta S Cheese. Ready? Yep. Give her one. That sounds mean, dude. Hell yeah. That sounds crazy. Alright, Tristan, what do you think, man?
I think it's dope, man. It sounds good as hell.
I think so too, man.
Sounds better than I thought it would for a 1.6.
Yeah, honestly, when we cut the muffler off in class today at school, I was so nervous it was gonna sound like shit. It sounds so good. Alright, so Tristan is leaving right now. He's happy with his exhaust. He's gonna give us a little something on the road, I think. Got that aftermarket blow-off valve, Fast and Furious style. Ooh, that sounds nice. What up, what up, what up? We got the old Scion TC in here. Mr. Tillyman just got his knuckle off. He's gonna do a wheel bearing on it, AKA first paid employee of Drop Motorsports. First one who's ever got paid because we were too busy to do a job. So he's gonna get a little shop time for himself. We're gonna press that bearing out, push a new bearing in, we'll be on our way. Alright, so we got the old bearing out, and we pressed the new bearing in, and little did you know, the bearing only comes out one way. Found that out the hard way. And we got the new one on now, and the splines didn't exactly match up. So right now we're kind of pounding the new hub on to get the axle in, because there's a little ABS sensor back here. I don't know if you can see that. It doesn't exactly line up yet. The axle's got to go in a little farther, so we're pounding that on. We're going to tighten it up, then he's going to put the rotor and the brakes back on and tighten all the shit, put the tie rod back on. And we'll be putting her back together and hopefully done with it within like 20-30 minutes. Alright, so we finally got the hub all, pretty much non-press on hub is all pressed on now. Gonna put the rotor on. He just got the tie rod on, just tightening the
Strut.
yeah, strut and the lower ball joint probably needs to get tightened still.
Maybe.
And then, yeah, we're about done. Put the wheel in. And we gotta use this big old 1/2-inch breaker bar to torque down the axle nut. Good to go. Boom. It's like 11:40 on a school night.
On a school.
Car is back on the ground. Gonna go for a little test drive. Success, success. What's up, guys? We got a 08 Mazda CX-7 in here. It has a misfire, and I just borrowed a scan tool from school. Supposedly $16,000 Snap-on Zeus. And it's wireless. I'm gonna go through and check all the injectors to see if they're all firing the same, because I checked all the ignition stuff, the coil, it's all sparking, everything's fine. I swapped coils. The code was still for cylinder 3, so I'm thinking it's fuel. So I borrowed the scan tool so I can come in here and check all the injectors and do everything and see if I can figure out if it's the injector, the wiring, or what's going on. The video is a little jumbled up this week, but it's what we've been doing, so if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe.
Thanks for watching.
Turbos. Turbos.